K-dramas give off unrealistic standards of love. There aren't going to be cherry blossoms flowing through the wind in slow motion when you're going to kiss someone for the first time, but that's what I think makes them really fun. I'm Anthony Keyvan. I am an actor, and you can see me on Netflix's XO Kitty.
Yo, Day!
We are going to be reacting to some hot takes about teen rom-coms, so let's get into it. It's easier for mixed Filipinos to land roles in Hollywood. That is not true. I've been doing this for 17 years. I've been put in a Latinx role or someone that looks like me. I myself have yet to find a character on television or the media that is a half Filipino person. So to be able to provide that representation to the viewers, I think is really important, because not only is our show a cast of entirely AAPI actors, being on this show is really cool because I get to talk about that kind of stuff and show that, like, you don't have to look Filipino to be Filipino. It's a bad idea to move across the world for love. I'm gonna say yeah. Maybe I sound like a heartless person, but I don't think I'm gonna be moving across the world for love. There's gotta be some other incentive there. So in Kitty's case, for her, it was a good idea to move across the world for love, because she didn't do it just for love. She wanted to discover herself and have more of a connection with her deceased mother, which I think is really important. In Q's case, I don't think he moved across the world for love. He moved across the world for school and just so happened to find love. K-dramas give off unrealistic standards of love. Yes, they are a little unrealistic. There aren't going to be cherry blossoms flowing through the wind in slow motion when you're going to kiss someone for the first time. But obviously K-dramas are fantasy oriented, but I think that's what's beautiful about them, is it takes you out of that everyday redundancy and it kind of gives people a little bit of like fun. XO Kitty is a really special show because I can't really think of any other shows that successfully incorporate both aspects of like a teen rom-com and a K-drama. We have all of those, you know, traditional YA tropes that you would expect, but we also incorporate a lot of Kdrama magic that you see in all the K-dramas. All teen rom-coms have the same storyline. I feel like a lot of rom-coms are making that change, and you can see that in XO Kitty too. Like, yes, she does go to Seoul to find love, but she's also going to discover herself and her background and her culture and figure out who she is as a person rather than a partner of someone. Oh, no one actually ends up with their first love. For some people, you can end up with them for the rest of your life. My parents are a perfect example. Both of my parents, at least they told me, I don't know if they're telling the truth, that they fell in love with each other and they were each other's first love, and they've been together for almost 30 years. So that seems to have worked out. I feel like usually your first love is a trial period. It teaches you a lot of lessons about love and about yourself and about how you communicate with others that give you tools to bring to your next relationship. In my case, I did not end up with my first love, but a lot of people do, so there's that. Actors cannot be authentic if they're playing a character that is very different from themselves. That's what acting is, though. As an actor, you are putting yourself in other people's shoes and you are embodying a character. And I think a good actor does their research and does their best to make the performance as authentic as possible. I played a Muslim person on my last show. Although I'm not Muslim, I do have family who is, and we also brought in consulting producers who are of that background to provide that authenticity in the writer's room. So it does take like a village to bring authenticity to a project. It's important for Hollywood to include characters of mixed backgrounds. Yeah, I am just now seeing representation in places that I've never seen it before. And I'm really excited to see how the industry is kind of making that turn and is being more cognizant of authenticity and bringing that to the media and showing that to the audience. That's really what I hope kids who look like me or have similar backgrounds as me take away from watching me on XO Kitty. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to watch XO Kitty streaming on Netflix. Go ahead and follow me on Instagram too if you want. It's just my first and last name, @AnthonyKeyvan.